Hi everyone, David here from daviddumaiaudio.com, and in this video we'll be doing some water sound design. So what I thought we'd do is just go around my house. I'll be recording a few things with water, and then I'll jump into Nuendo, and then we'll create some different water beds, different sounds, textures, and then maybe some water whooshes and things you can use for like magic sound design. So, but before we jump in, make sure you check the description. I'll make sure to include all the recordings that we'll create in this video, and maybe even a few extra water sound effects. So check the description for those. All right, let's get started. All right, so I've done a few of the water recordings. I've also done a few different takes from what I've shown in this video, but let's get into what we're going to be creating here. So what I like to use for water recordings and creating water beds, or like just beds of like sounds that have like these water textures, is granular synthesis. I use Patch Hop 2 because that comes with Nuendo here. So this is a patch that I created, and then I'll show you guys, and we'll do it from scratch. Right, so this is just from the bubbles that I blew. It's actually this exact file right here, this one. So it sounds super simple, and I guess it is, but what we're going to do is turn it into that bubbly sound. So I'm going to bring it over here. So I'm just going to import it in here, and it's pretty simple to create. All I do is I increase the duration here, because if not, all we were getting is this sound here. Like we're just hearing one grain, so I want it here up to 1,000 grains. I think that's what that means. Now what I'm going to do is increase the number, let's say to 4, increase the spread a bit, and start position. I'll put it at random, so it starts at a random place every time I press a key. So now let's just hear it. Already it's pretty good. It's very subtle, and if I wanted to have even more, I can just increase the number of instances I want here. So. And now if I wanted to, I can play. So that was just me playing one key on the keyboard. If I go ahead and press 2 different keys. So I'm playing an octave apart, so you can really hear those like deep bubbles, like those lower deep bubbles, and then those higher ones as well. So they complement each other. And it's really cool. So this kind of makes me think about like if you're in a potion shop or something like that, and you hear it have all these bubbles going. So anyways, a really easy way of doing that. So let's import some of these other sound files that I've had. So I have one here. All right, so let's do this one. This one is pouring water from a smoothie container into that big plastic container I had. So. All right, so interesting, nothing super useful, but you do get that water texture sound. So I might actually use this. So I'll keep it here, and I'll probably use it for something. I have another one here that I created. This is from a different time, different recording that I made when I was just in my bathtub, and I was just like swishing water around with my feet, and this is the sound I got. And then what I decided to do is kind of importing here, and then you get these kind of wave sounds. So. So it's pretty cool. It almost sounds like you could be like at a beach or something. It's a little bit too aggressive for that, but like if you don't live close to a beach, this could be an quick and easy way to do that. Yeah. So let's listen to this other one here that I have. So this is me shaking a smoothie bottle filled with water. And I really like this one because it makes you feel kind of like you're underwater and there's like something swishing around. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to export each of these, and we're going to use them to create some water whooshes. So we'll be right back. All right, so here are the 4 different files that I created. And as you can see here from the MIDI information, so I was just playing around with the MIDI notes to kind of give a performance, if you will, of the water. So here's the 4 samples I have. All right, and now what we're going to do is I'm going to go into Iris 2 here, and we're just going to create some water whoosh sounds or something like that. So let's see what we can create here. All right, so inside of Iris 2, you can kind of do the same thing as you did with the with your granular synthesis, because this is also a sampler slash synthesizer. So I can play multiple keys. Again, you get all these cool like bubble sounds. And then if we wanted to do like a whoosh, pretty simple, just get the envelope going here. So maybe something like that. Bring down the sustain. And let's see what that sounds like. So you can get these kind of bubbly whooshes going. And that can be really useful for, anything like Magic Sound Design or whatever kind of whooshes you want to create, or even as a texture layer to whooshes. Another cool thing you could do is you could just make this like an attack, and then this could be like an impact sound. You'd probably want something a bit more like, let's add some distortion here. Maybe for this one, we'll do this. I'll do a shorter one here, and then maybe I'll design it a bit more like the pitch. All right, so this is with bubbles. Now let's try a different sound. All right, so here we have some water whooshes. So let's hear what this can sound like. So again, you can kind of sculpt it to make it more wave-like, to make it more sound like a wave. I think with distortion, it's too aggressive, so I might need to do something like some light saturation or something. There you go. You can get these kind of wave sounds, like waves crashing on the beach. Obviously, it's not perfect, but you can design something that's pretty close. And now if I put everything together now, so I have the four layers. So I just showed two and I imported the other two. So let's hear what we have. And there you go. Just by playing around with a bit of the pitch envelope, making them a little bit different, some of them a bit louder, some a bit softer, you can come up with these really nice water textures. And again, these, are really useful if you're making any kind of magic sounds or if you just want to use this as a layer for something and get some organic sounds going. So anyways, I think that's it for this video. I hope it was useful. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I always do my best to answer them. And just a reminder again to grab those free sound effects if you're interested in the description. And I think that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.